Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Financial Insights. I'm Linda, your accounting coach. So, this is part two of chart of accounts regarding in QuickBooks. So, today I want to talk about just three mistakes that I usually see in individuals' QuickBooks files. And that is number one, the revenue is not set up correctly. Number two, expense accounts are hitting the wrong financial statement. And number three, fixed assets not being recorded. As chart of accounts is the foundation of your financial record. So your chart of accounts has to be set up correctly because if they're not, your financial reports are just incorrect. Like I said before, even your invoicing, your billing, your bills, if you go into QuickBooks and enter your bills in there, that can be set up incorrectly, report. So you just don't want that to happen. So let me give you a quick overview of QuickBooks and some of the common things that I actually see. And just go over to QuickBooks here. And so number one, what I usually see is that revenue, as I say, the income account. So usually I see, and I need to share my screen. Sorry about that. Let me go over to QuickBooks, and so you can see my screen. So number one, what I see is that when an organization has more than one product or service, the income accounts are not set up correctly. And what I mean by that there's usually just one income account. And if you offer more than one product or service, you actually want to break out that income. So for instance, this is a sample company. It's a landscaping company. And as you can see here, they have landscaping services. And then underneath that, they have job materials because they charge their clients the job material. Then underneath even job materials, they have decks and patios. They have fountains. They have plants and soil. They even charge them for labor. So as you can see, this is how you want your chart of accounts to be set up, particularly when it comes to income. Once again, if you offer more than one product or service, you want your income broken out. Why? Because you want to know where your money is coming from. What service, what product is generating the most revenue? What's generating the least? So then you can go back and work on work on the strategy. So that's number one, income. So once again, make sure your income, there's some detail to that. Expenses. A lot of times I see expenses. So let me give you an example. So this is bank charge. So when you're setting up accounts in QuickBooks, you want to make sure you understand what the terms mean. So I've seen where someone has set up an account type. And so say for instance, for whatever reason, they have selected other assets, and then they have, selected, I don't know, long-term assets, and then it's an expense account. So this is bank charges. So this is not an asset. This is actually an expense. So you want to make sure that your expenses are hitting the profit and loss statement, because if it's not, then your revenue, your income, your net income, net loss is either overstated or understated. So very important to number two, make sure your expense accounts are set up correctly. Then number three, if you own equipment, so you say you purchase a truck, you purchase a building, you should have an accounting professional record the value as a fixed asset. I won't go into detail about how to do that and what they all need, but just remember, if you have purchased any equipment outright, You want that to be recorded as fixed asset. Why is that important? Because that's recorded on your balance sheet and it shows that you own something. So when you go apply for a loan and they see that you actually purchase a truck, they see that you have purchased equipment, it shows them that okay, you first of all you know how to run a business, you pay for it, it's part of the value. So they may, if you want to apply for a loan, they may say, well, okay, I see your truck, it's worth 13,000. Can you put that up for collateral for the loan, whatever the case may be? So anything regarding your business, if you own truck equipment, assets, I don't know, maybe it can be any some type of intellectual property. So if you have any questions about that, contact myself so get that set up correctly. So let me go here. So I want to show you with run report. If you select run report, and lastly, just as a bonus, I suggest once a year you just go into QuickBooks and you look at your chart of accounts. You see what accounts possibly that should be inactive, and then also what accounts that you possibly need to add. So as your business grow, your chart of accounts will probably get more complex, which is fine. And of course, you don't want tons of accounts because it makes your reports very cluttered. But however, you do want the details so you can make good business decisions. So I'm going to go back over to StreamYard and stop sharing. So hopefully this information was helpful to you. So once again, with revenue, if you offer more than one product or service, make sure you break that out in your chart of accounts. Number two, with your expenses, make sure your expense accounts are set up correctly. So expense accounts should hit the profit and loss statement. Number three, if you purchase any equipment, anything that you actually own, contact an accounting professional such as myself so we can help you get that recorded on your accounting books. So once again, this is also important because the end goal is for you to make money. So you want to show what your business is doing, what you've purchased, what's the value. That's what it gets down to. What's the value of your. So hopefully this information is helpful to you. Make sure you check out Business Academy. We do have a QuickBooks course that you can purchase that goes more in detail on the different aspects of QuickBooks. Also check out Getting Financially Fit. We go really in detail on record keeping and bookkeeping, in particularly chart of accounts. And if you just need someone just to review your chart of accounts, help you get things figured out, email me at services@insightfinancialindy.com. I'll see you next time.